Things is going to hell in a handbasket.
Well, what makes you say that?
Well,
first of all, we got a friend that died this week. Fell off them. I reckon he fell off the scaffolding, building him a house, fell off, and apparently the beam fell with him and landed on top of him.
Jeez.
yeah, killed him deader than
That was his, well, it wasn't now, but down on Highway 11 South, wasn't that where his shop?
Yeah, I think he sold all that, the shop and the land. So
yeah.
but he was.
Where was his house that he was building?
You know where Tim Tanner lives?
What's the name of that road?
Seed Farm Road.
Yeah.
Right across from where Tim Tanner lives.
Really?
Off down in the hole. It's a white house. He's been working on it for
2 years.
well, hell no, 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I knew you'd been looking
And
around.
that's why a lot of people. He had a guy helping him, and that guy got some kind of cancer and died. So he's been doing it by himself, which, he can't. Well, he couldn't do. I mean, he putting it up one board at a time, and everybody's concerned that all that wood's been exposed to the weather for so long that by the time he would have got it dried in, how rotten some of that stuff's going to be. And now it's going to sit there for God knows how long.
Was he in fairly good health or like you decrepit?
Well, he's a little bit like me. He was pretty fragile. But, he was healthy enough. Like I say, he was continuing to work on it by himself and apparently getting things accomplished.
Well,
but I would have thought all the roof trusses would have been in place by now, but apparently not. So I don't.
He might have added more roof.
Well, and he falled off, and the beam fell and crushed him.
Hit him in the head. Yeah.
I had a dream the other night that a car lift fell and crushed me. And then I thought, what the hell was I doing under there?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You weren't mechanicking, was you?
No, I was probably just under
there.
there.
Sure as hell wasn't doing no science.
No, I was probably under there goofing off, looking at the undercarriage of the car. Like,
what's this?
What's this?
Yeah.
There you are messing with that damn thing again.
Well, I don't reckon so. Now, look at you, making
Now,
fun of me.
See,
I came off and forgot my damn drink, and now you over there making fun of me.
Looking all
drinking
steined
out of
up
your
and stuff. Steining.
this was a gift. It's got a wolf as a handle. And it's got...
Why is it got a wolf as a handle?
Yeah, you see it? It's got a...
Look there, Earl.
What
What you think about that?
Oh, hell. I got to have one of them. I got to go buy a $400 damn stein now.
To drink the tea out of.
There's 4 fellas on here and a little dog. One of them... 2 of them are stabbing a warthog.
Well, he needed it.
One of them's cheering him on like, yeah! And then the other one's playing a fucking flute or something.
And the dog's looking at that's some of my relatives.
He's got his hand
dog saying, what the hell's wrong with y'all?
He's got his hand on his sword, so I figured I'd bring
sword? He got a sword?
Yeah, but he got his flute in one hand and his hand on his sword.
A flute?
Yeah. He got a flute.
He's playing a flute?
Yeah.
So where did this stein come from now?
Apparently,
Germany?
It was a gift, but yeah, it says
made in China?
No, it says made in Uganda.
China? Made where?
In Uganda.
Uganda.
The Uganda stein industry is flourishing.
I don't know if I'd call it flourishing.
That's something I've been thinking about. You hear all this. Well, I know we don't try not to do politics, but you hear all these other little countries like Yemen.
Yeah.
All right, everybody says, all right, they backed by Iran. And you think about it. Do you ever hear of, hey, wait a minute, that's some fine Yemen China there? Or we need to be importing Yemen fabrics or food products? What does a country like Yemen do to sustain its economy?
Terrorism, mostly.
Yeah, and they sea pirates. They go out there and rob ships.
Wasn't that
stuff they need? They just go out there and find a ship. And say,
yeah.
What y'all got on this ship? We got a bunch of rice. Shit, we taking this from y'all.
Yeah.
But they say we got some rocking chairs. We don't need them. Y'all go on.
No, we don't need your rocking chairs.
Yeah. I'm just, there's all these little countries. Somalia. I mean,
that's pirates.
Do they have the best olives in the world? And everybody's saying we need Somalian olives or what?
That's a good point. I've never thought about that.
Apparently they ain't got olives because everybody in Somalia weighs about 17 pounds.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Wind blows, you blow like 9 Somalians away.
Yeah.
Because they ain't weigh nothing, Earl. Ain't got nothing to eat over there.
I was thinking that, I forgot what I was thinking.
They got warthogs to eat.
Yeah.
But they got to kill it first.
That's in Uganda, though.
Oh, yeah.
I was
that's right.
thinking
That's
that
Uganda.
they had like
Is Uganda, Somalia, all them over there near each other, Earl?
Uganda's in Africa, ain't it?
yes.
Well, where the hell Somalia at?
Well,
Asia.
no, it's in Asia.
Yeah. I'd like to go to Madagascar.
Yeah,
see
I'd
if-
like to go there and see all the animals.
Just to see the cartoon?
Yeah, see
Yeah,
if they
me
had those
too.
cartoon colored animals. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. That one that sings, like, does he really? I bet he knows.
Yeah, sits up in a tree and sings. I want to see that rascal.
Yeah.
I want to meet him. But Somalia, you think's over in where? Asia.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Asia? What's it near, Earl? Listen,
Yemen.
I'm
right
gonna tell
next
you.
to
I'm gonna tell you
Yemen.
something, Earl. Listen, don't you start with this horse shit.
In
Because
Saudi
this is what
Arabia?
you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Because I've asked people directions. But go north. What? Shit, I don't know which way north. Quit telling me go north. You point that way. Go down to the QT and turn right. Or
Yeah.
go there. You fitting tell me Somalia is east of damn Bangkok or something. Well, I don't know where that's at.
Yeah.
Well,
now that's in
then why
China.
do you care where Somalia's at or
I
Yemen?
might need to go sometime.
Well,
You'll never
then
know.
you get your ass on an airplane and tell them, y'all don't land this thing till we get to Somalia.
Nope,
Well,
because they're going to say, well, we're going east. Well, how do I know if they're going east or not? They might be kidnapping me and going west.
That's right.
Send
That's
me out
right.
somewhere.
You
I
never
need to know these things, Earl.
Well, that's the problem is you don't know.
What
that's-
you
I
need to do,
don't
what
know.
you need to do is stay your ass at home. That's
that would
what
probably
you
be
need
a
to do.
safe bet.
Either that or buy me one of them Atlas maps.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. I'm not
Earl, you
good
don't
at
smoke during the podcast, Earl.
I'm just arranging things.
Oh,
Get off
oh, oh.
my ass.
Actually, Earl, you can smoke during the podcast. It might increase viewers. So
Well, I'm not going to.
I was thinking
but
that-
it'll be that third-hand smoke.
I'm just fixing things. My
I
little-
was thinking
my
that,
little
yeah.
kangaroo pouch here is a little crowded with 2 packs because they ain't
Oh.
but 2, 3 left in that
Couple
pack.
left.
So I brought a, which of course caused me then to walk out the house without the tea. So I ain't got a damn thing to drink. I'll be dehydrated in about 15 minutes.
But you'll have something to smoke.
Yeah, I can smoke.
Well, you are growing your hair out. I have noticed.
Yes, I am. I got to get a little trim on the side here around the ears.
I have. I don't have beer in here, by the way. I didn't want y'all
It's
to
a
think.
beer stein.
I have warm milk.
Warm milk. You'll be asleep in 10 minutes.
See, that's what you would think. But when we were kids, we've established that me and Josh would drink about 2-3 gallons of milk a week.
A week or a
Week?
day.
Why, shit, they drink a gallon a day. Every day, Tracy coming. Pick up a gallon of milk on the way home. Yeah. But then it was $2.39. Yeah. Count my change here, $2.39 every day, you know, so.
And that's how we got here.
That's how you got in that damn 2 sizes too small sweater.
Yeah. Yeah. People are like, the Lord just made me fat. No, the Lord made you a baby. You just kept eating.
Yeah,
your
you
fat.
started out around 7 or 8 pounds.
Yeah, you grew
It's
into
your
fat.
fault you got
Yeah.
199 more on top of that.
So, but yeah, so I got some warm milk in there, and I was thinking about, we had a cousin one time who came over and stayed the night with us, and we was it was about bedtime, and they was like, I want something to drink. And Mom was like, oh, well, you want some, water or some tea or some Gatorade or some juice and warm milk? And me and Josh both went, what?
We keep that shit in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would
Keep it out
put,
warm, it's going to spoil.
yes,
Then you have buttermilk.
we would get the biggest cup glass. We would get the stadium cups, like when you go to a football game or something, and you can buy a cup that's like 877 ounces.
Yep.
We'd get those and fill that sumbitch with ice, and then pour the milk in it and drink ice cold milk.
Oh, no, I never put ice in my milk. I
Okay,
just
now
watered it
see,
down.
that's what we did. And then when they said warm milk, we were both like,
You said watered it down.
you going to hell.
Yeah.
But you didn't put no ice in your milk because you afraid you're going to water it down. Earl, they did that, and they had it drank before the ice hit the bottom, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Then
That was the
why'd you let him even bother to put ice in there? You just
Because it
wasting
got
ice.
cooler, Earl.
Gotta
You
get
got
cold.
cooler going
And
down.
you know
Oh,
what? I don't
cooler.
know how, I don't do science, but one time I had an actual glass that was made of glass. And
One of them strange ones.
What
I
a
filled
strange
it,
thing.
yeah, I filled it with ice, and then I poured it full of milk. and I was toting it, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was like growing into like my strength where I could like lift up a car off a child or something if something happened, or if something happened between the ice and the glass and it just shattered in my hand, and I was like, well, I wasted that milk.
No, what you said is, Josh, why did you do that? That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, I probably hit him. I was probably like, idiot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you hit him upside the head with that glass in your hand. It had nothing to do with it shattering.
Yeah. So, yeah, but that
Which
happened.
also explains Josh' mental
Josh,
state.
so
Brain damage.
Yeah. But I do got some warm milk.
Josh
in there.
probably going to
Just
be a
got little
daddy this
bit.
time next week. He'll be a daddy, I believe.
And
Yeah.
old Grandpa King.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No,
Grandpa
no,
King. Oh, yeah.
No.
You older than dirt.
I am not old enough to be no grandpa yet.
You-
I will be one of these days,
You
but
will
not
be
yet.
next week. You will be
No.
next week.
I was just thinking, like, what they going to call you?
The next podcast will be brought to you from the Grandpa King household.
Ain't gonna be none of that. I'm gonna tell this little baby, you call me Buddy King. Everybody else does.
Yeah.
Buddy King.
Not everybody. I don't. I call you Francis Maurice.
That's right. You don't call me that, I think.
Yeah.
Now, think about it.
It's so funny to walk into one of them dealerships and I'm looking for Francis Maurice King Jr.
And they got that digger in the
Yeah,
headlight.
and they're like, I don't believe we know anybody like that. Especially when I told them I was from the FBI. And then they'd say, oh, well, you want that fella right over
yeah,
there.
I know who you want
Yeah,
now.
he's right there in that little office back there.
Figured that out real quick. Yeah, but warm milk ain't great. I'll tell you that.
I ain't never done warm milk.
No.
Just-
I thought when I was doing it, I was like, I don't think you should warm this if you keep it in the fridge. I warm cheese to melt it. I warm things out of the freezer that I'm going to eat. But
they won't-
stuff that's generally, and like meat, I'll cook it, but like some things you just don't warm. But
Milk?
then I got to thinking, a lot of the shit you keep in the fridge, you do warm. Like if you want melted butter, well, you got to warm it. But you keep it in the fridge. Unless you're one of those people who keeps it on the damn stovetop under a little hat. What the hell are you even
Hat?
doing? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Fedora? Huh?
Like like a butter, they call them butter dishes or whatever. And they're shaped like a stick of butter. And you
Imagine that.
you put a loose stick on it, but then
Wonder
it's
why
got
they
like
did that.
like a cover that goes over it. I guess
That's to keep the bugs out of it, I reckon.
I have no idea.
Well, that's soft butter right there in case you need soft butter.
Yeah. When do you need hard butter?
Well, you must need it all the time because it's in the fridge there.
So I was thinking. Also, do you keep your ketchup in the fridge?
I was gonna bring that up.
Okay.
My niece. I went to her house, and I was over there eating with them for some reason or other. We was having little chicken tenders, and I wanted ketchup. Well, I opened the refrigerator, and I'm looking and looking and looking, and I'm like, Kelly, I don't see any ketchup in your refrigerator. And she said, yes, that's correct. We don't keep ketchup in the refrigerator. And I'm like, whoa, wait a damn minute.
Never mind on
Yeah.
that ketchup.
Yeah.
They keep it outside.
Apparently so. And I just did not know that was the way you can keep ketchup. I thought once you opened it, it had to be refrigerated. Obviously, I'm wrong. I mean, that's, I know it doesn't happen very often.
Well,
So mark this date
I'm not
on
sure
your calendar.
you're even wrong. Because I'm pretty sure it says
Keep
refrigerate after opening.
I thought so too, but and I haven't done any more research on it. I keep mine in the refrigerator, but I guess you can keep it outside the refrigerator. Maybe with 3 kids there and coming and going.
Listen, Earl.
Maybe they use it fast enough where it don't have time to go bad
Well,
after you open it before you're done with it.
Listen, Earl. Yeah, I guess you can keep ketchup outside the refrigerator. You can keep milk outside the refrigerator
Yeah,
for a while.
if you just drink it fast enough.
Yeah, so that's, you probably keep anything that you put in the refrigerator outside the refrigerator for a little while.
If you eat it fast enough, that's correct.
I'll tell you this much. When I learned that you didn't have to keep ketchup in the fridge,
When did you learn that?
I learned
I
it.
don't know it now. Upstairs, my ketchup's in the refrigerator.
Well, that's how Christians do. I mean, adults do it.
Oh,
But apparently, if you go to Skins and order some hot dogs, that shit's already on the table. ketchup and mustard, just loosed.
Yep.
And they ain't never cold. They don't take them up at night. They just leave them out. And I'm like,
Well, listen, I don't want to get into no science. We ain't good at that.
no.
But maybe once if you leave it out from once you get it home from the grocery store, if you leave it out from then on, it might get used to being staying out of the refrigerator, and you don't have to put it in.
It gets used to it.
Yeah, but once you get it in the refrigerator, now it says, "Oh, I gotta be cold.
I gotta stay in the refrigerator."
Yeah, I gotta stay cool. And now from then on, you gotta put it in the refrigerator.
So when you buy it at the store, though, it ain't in the refrigerated section.
It's on the
right
shelf.
out there on the shelf.
That's right.
There we go.
So,
But that's because it's unopened. There's a difference between unopened and open.
well, that's right. You don't let all that air in there.
Yeah.
After you done open it. That
Air's
air done got
bad
in there. And
stuff.
that
Air-
contaminated air done got in there, and it'll.
Air is going to be the downfall of us all.
Yeah.
You got to keep horseradish in the fridge.
Well, I wouldn't know 'cause they won't be near that shit in my house.
First of all, I don't even know what horseradish is. Now, let me ask you a question.
I ain't
Good
never
point.
seen a radish
First of all,
horse either.
has it got radish?
Don't know.
And what's it got to do with a horse?
Don't know.
Both those things.
That's why I don't eat it. It don't make
me either.
sense. It don't
and
make sense.
And I saw some one time, and I think it was white. So
Yeah.
how you get horseradish and it's white?
Don't know. Don't eat it. Don't care.
I wonder if it's the same thing as mayonnaise.
I wouldn't care if they just quit making horseradish. If that just became an obsolete item, where 20 years from now they're
Does
going
it-
to look
does-
back and say, you know, people used to eat something called horseradish.
I didn't eat that.
I know.
What does anybody know what you eat horseradish on?
Steak.
Steak.
People put it on all kinds my brother-in-law eats it on oysters. He get oysters on the half shell and never ain't horseradish.
Well,
I
I'll tell
wouldn't
you
eat
this.
either one of them, so
Now,
both of them could go away as far as
Only
I can
thing
concerned.
he's trying to do with them oysters on hash is kill that taste.
Apparently,
with horseradish.
Apparently, but I've seen him sit there and eat them by the dozen.
Yeah.
We used to be at the beach all the time. He'd go to Russell's and get a dozen oysters on the half shell, and they'd bring a big old bowl of that damn horseradish, and he'd sit
Now
there.
them
and eat.
oysters on hash well, they ain't cooked nothing. They just laying there like a big old.
I don't know.
dog
I
turd
think
or
they
something.
are. I think they do steam them or something for a little while.
Oh, do they? Is
I think. I don't eat them again, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't care.
that what they do? They steam them.
I don't know.
I
think
know
you
they
can-
paved the parking lot with all the damn leftover shells.
Yeah, you
go
could
to the
boil them,
parking lot,
mash them,
it's
stick
just
them in a
covered in
stew,
oyster
whatever.
shells.
I would, yeah. I used to be extremely particular about what I would eat for basically the
What?
first 30 years of my life. But when I found something, I was like, mm-hmm.
You
I'm
was
gonna
on
eat,
I'm
then,
gonna eat 'em
like,
all.
eat a lot of it.
How
But
much
then
of this can I eat?
Yeah. Then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I want to try different stuff. And so I started eating
When did you get that point?
probably about 4, 5, 6 years ago.
4, 5, 6 weeks ago.
And so I had,
Now he's into trying different clothes.
Yeah,
yeah,
expanding his horizon.
this one's a miss. You know, I had mushrooms and horseradish for the first time at the same setting.
Together.
And you meant to do it.
Yeah.
You put horseradish on the mushroom.
No. I sauteed the mushrooms in steak seasoning, so they tasted like little bites of steak. They didn't taste like mushrooms. And
Did you think about just cooking a little bit of steak?
well, the problem was I already had a big old fillet that was going with it.
Oh,
So I needed a side. And then somebody that was there was like, "Hey, let me get a little dab of that horseradish." And I was like, "Ugh."
Why did you have horseradish in the house to begin with?
Apparently, it was good with steak, and it is. Not that you're gonna try it, but and it's not like put your steak down and
dip it.
that's what you do. You just what do you call it when you just waft it? You just waft it near
Waft?
the horseradish, like the guy from Star Trek, Waft, the guy with the head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like an oyster on a half shell. His head does right there.
Yeah.
You know that thing right there? You know what I'm talking about, Earl?
Yeah.
That big
Yeah.
thing right there like that.
So you don't want a lot of it, or some people do, I guess, but that's gross. Just a little hint of horseradish on a thick piece of steak that if you're finna eat, it's pretty dang good.
Well, I'll
Just
never
saying.
know. I'll just have to take your word for it.
You're going to go to your grave not knowing what horseradish tastes like, Earl.
I-
Have you thought about
That's my
expanding
goal.
your horizons, Earl?
No, we've talked about that.
Nope.
He does not want to expand them.
I like my horizons just where they are.
We got you to try something, didn't we, when we went on the golf trip one time? I thought we
Might have, but I'm sure I did it just to shut y'all up.
did. Yes,
You leave me alone.
that was yeah. Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, and you did.
Y'all
That's right.
hush.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that's okay. I started telling people last week that my name was Merlin, like the wizard, you know. And then I started carrying that, so it kind of fits. But
Get you one of them. You need one of them pipes. Don't smoke it, but you just carry it in your mouth. You know, but one of them pipes that goes down like that and comes back up like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like you can grab it way down here and hold it. I'm talking about a long one too. I ain't talking about no short one.
You're not talking about no smoking pipe. You're talking about like a wizard pipe.
Yeah, get it way down here. You grab it way down here.
Next week I'll have a damn
Yeah,
wizard
there
pipe.
you go.
I just thought it'd be fun, you know, because nobody can seem to.
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, Kay, this goes somewhere for us. I ain't sure it gets back in the black, but Tracy, before I came down here, I had some mold on my shower curtain. Tracy said, "Well, take it down. We'll get a new one here after a while." I said, "Well, this is a pretty shower, and it is pretty. It's like a blue,
Except that little green spot on it.
well, it's brown." But it's got bleach on it now. So, but anyway, I was thinking it's pretty. It's a pretty shower curtain. It's blue, a little hint of red here and there. And when I take it down, it might work as a cake for you.
Yeah.
And it's already got them little hooks. We put the little hooks around your neck right here.
Yeah.
Hook them up right there.
I got enough mold in my body, I think. I don't need no more around me to breathe any of it.
Well, we'd have to get rid of that mold.
I don't want
Never
to
mind. This might not be a good idea.
I want to be like a modern. I don't want to be a wizard. I just wanted to start telling people my name was Merlin to see if they could say it better than Caleb, because apparently people are stupid as shit.
Yes.
I send emails all day, and at the bottom it says my name, Caleb, Kaleb. People will respond to my emails. 70% of the time they put Caleb. I'm like, nope. That's not that. He's not.
Who you talking to? That ain't me.
I ain't even gonna read that.
Over the last week, I've got, and I've told this before, and it just keeps happening. I've got Kaylin with an N at the end. Never heard of that shit. Daniel. I'm like, bitch, I just spelled it.
It's right there. All you gotta do is copy it. I mean.
And I've gotten Stephen, and I've gotten William, and I'm like, Caleb, William. Not even close.
Don't even use the same letters.
Yeah, none of them. Well, one of them. Yesterday, two of them. Yesterday,
Couple of them, maybe.
Maybe it is pretty close.
Somebody said, "Hey, Greg." I said, "My name is Merlin." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Merlin." I'm like, "What? How in the? Okay, you couldn't get Caleb right, so you call me Greg." And then I said, "My name's Merlin."
And you got it right.
And you said, "I'm sorry, Merlin."
You're on board with that.
Like, what the hell's going on in the world? That people are just that dumb.
They are. It's amazing. I see it every day, and I think, how do you people survive? How do you function and do daily activities? It almost
same
seems
guy,
like it would be painful to be that stupid.
that same
But
guy that did that, saw
Has
him
to be.
carrying that over there, and he said, "Hey, where'd you get that stone at?" So,
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy might not be all there or something. I don't know.
No, he's not. And then this morning when I was on the way here, drinking my warm milk, which is not really warm. It's just kind of lukewarm, so I don't really want it.
Would you have a hot to start with?
Yeah.
It got down to lukewarm now?
Yeah.
I
it's
thought
not a
Stein's
good
supposed to
stein.
keep it. I
Yeah,
thought
it's not a good stein if it didn't.
No, this is
maintain.
made of like glass or porcelain or oyster shells or something. It's not real. It's not a.
Well, wait a second.
It's neat.
It's made of what?
Something.
You said like ceramic and what? I mean, well, what's a real stein made out of?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Rock? Huh?
I would think that would be a good option. Yeah, maybe.
Stein started back in the like.
Now you gonna start making stuff up because you ain't got a clue when they started making stein. So go ahead and make something up. And
I
tell us.
do. I think Stein started about the year 1108 or 1110, along in there.
1108. Maybe it could have been 1109.
Vikings made it.
Vikings made
Oh.
They
stein.
started out with it, and then, but the only thing they had worked with was a rock and a sharp stick. And probably, I don't know, they probably made what you call them, arrowheads. A lot of them was Indians. They made some arrowheads.
Yeah, a lot of Indian Vikings out there.
Yeah.
They started with them steins. That's how
In the year of our Lord, 1109.
No, it's
maybe.
8. It started in of 08. So.
Oh, late 08.
08.
That's the reason you got them carbons on there like that. You think about it, back in Earl, Vikings didn't have a damn thing to do except get on the boat, get on a big ship, and go somewhere. Well,
Kill people.
That's all they did. Well, after they been on the boat out there out to sea for like 2 months, one of them says, "This is boring as shit."
We need something else to do. Let's start making steins.
Yeah. Set rock over there. Watch this. And he come with the carbon on it, hammering, and
I bet they were out to like, and they knew they had a plan, but once they got in the water, they were like, "We ain't really got a good way of steering this thing other than whatever the wind says."
Yeah, the
So
wind taking us somewhere.
about 2 months into it, they're like, "This is boring.
We've been here before.
Where are we going?"
What we
Captain's
gonna
like,
do when we
"Hush,
get
damn
there?"
it, we're going."
Plus, whenever they got where they was going, there wasn't no people there because this is back in Viking time, 1108.
They done killed them all.
That's before they had other people. They didn't have that many
You don't
other
think
people.
there's no other people?
Well, not that many. I mean,
What?
when they
There's
rode
not
up,
that many or none. Now, which is
well,
it?
when they rode up on the shore of India somewhere, they didn't 19 little Indians come running out there and
Different Indian, I think.
and saying,
Yeah.
"Hey,
the
where'd
hell
y'all
y'all
come
doing
from?
here?
Yeah, where you
Y'all
going?
Get y'all's ass on that boat and turn around and go back. This belongs to us.
Yeah.
See,
and then-
now you can't roll up on any coastline without people being out there sunbathing, and they'll be like, you roll up, try to invade something now, they'll be like, "What y'all doing?" "We out here laying in the sun getting a tan. What you doing?" Like, "We
making
come to invade
steins?
y'all."
What,
Yeah.
riding around making steins?
Yeah, we come to take your land. They're like, "No, that's not how it works no more. Unless you're Russia."
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
Look,
just do it on the
look.
ground.
If you think about it, this might be hard for you, but you think about it. 1108, Earl. There wasn't nothing going on around. There wasn't a darn thing.
how do
going
you
on.
know you wasn't around? There was a lot going on.
Listen, I know my history. All right, some of it. And 1108, there wasn't nothing going on, Earl. And so, Vikings, that's all they did. The only thing they had to do is they carved some beautiful ships. They did that. And they made some beautiful steins. That's all they did, Earl. They didn't have nothing else to do.
Okay.
So,
They didn't eat or sleep or build houses or nothing like that.
no, they didn't have houses back then. They had to sleep in caves and shit.
Oh.
They would. What they could have done is what I was saying. I saw on the way here this morning that I saw a van. Like a traveling van, like a
Motorhome?
but like a small one. There's like
Earl's got one up in truck. Never
No.
mind.
You know how they have minivans for you to tote a bunch of children around? Well,
This is master vans,
yeah,
mega vans.
mega vans.
Carry
I've seen
stuff
them,
in.
Them
Yeah.
things are expensive.
You
too.
talking
I
about
know
like
guys
him
that
right here? You talking about Michael over there?
Yeah,
that
like
kind
a
of van.
Sprinter van. Yeah. And I saw one today, and it was had a bunch of stickers on the back, like, "Oh, we've been to this forest and this forest and this waterfall and all that dumb shit."
Yep.
And normally, when you see those, they have like a bicycle or something on the roof or whatever.
Kayak.
This one had a unicycle on the back,
A unicycle.
and it had a very
a
thick
bunch of
tire on it.
There for what?
Very thick tire.
Ah,
I thought to myself, is this a mountain unicycle? Because they have mountain bikes.
Yep. With big tires.
Is this do you ride this through the forest? Because I'll tell you this much, if I was in the forest, which I wouldn't be, or the wood, sorry, in the South, we call them the woods. If you're from somewhere else, you say, "Oh, we're going to the forest." No, this ain't Nottingham, bitch. Robin Hood ain't
You're
out
gonna be
there.
in the woods.
difference between listen, a forest has got trees that hadn't fallen down. The woods got trees that fall down.
Okay,
That's the difference.
okay.
Well, what about the bears?
And lions and tigers. Oh my.
We went to the circus. What you talking about bears for?
Well, I've always heard there's a bear shit in the woods.
And if he does anybody hear it? Isn't that the saying?
Something like that. And that's
Yeah.
why I was wondering where the hell the bears go. I mean,
What bear are you talking about?
There could be a bear anywhere you go.
In
They
the
have-
woods.
Let me ask something. How many times you been in the woods?
Oh, Earl's been in
Oh,
the
I
woods.
grew up in the woods.
Well, how many bears you ever seen?
So I was by a handful.
Well, you have seen a handful of. When you was in the woods, you saw a bear.
Yeah.
That's a damn liar. What'd you do?
Run like hell.
Did you run downhill? Because apparently they can't do that.
They
Their
don't
feet
real
get all
good,
bunched
you
up.
know.
And,
You gotta.
They tumble. They tumble going down hills.
They will. They'll go head over heels.
but the problem is then once they start rolling and you keep running,
They
they,
catching up with you.
They
pick
get
up
faster.
speed, and then they get their bearings back and they're like, "Oh, here he comes." But I thought about that, and I thought, is someone really riding? And why do you have such a big van with one unicycle? I thought, if I was in the woods and I saw, I heard or I saw somebody riding bikes down a trail, I'd be like, oh yeah, y'all be careful, but wear your helmet. If I saw somebody riding a unicycle down a trail, I'd shoot him down.
I'd push him.
Yeah, I'd throw rocks and or sticks and see if it get hung up in his spoke.
I'd gun him down quick. Like, that's a circus thing. People at the circus ride unicycles.
Apparently, a lot of people ride them, though.
I don't know about that.
Well, here's what we could do. Okay, again, I'm trying to get back in the black. Okay?
I don't want to do it.
If they had, them things at the grocery store, when you put your cart, when you get through your cart, you push it in that little thing, so it don't roll down through the parking lot. Okay, we've had a bunch of what do you call them, monocycle, unicycle.
Monocycle, same thing. That
monocycle's what that little Planter's peanut guy wears in his eye.
Yeah, or that disease that no one's talking about yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, forget about this unicycle deal at the grocery store. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
because there's gonna be too many women.
Well, you ever tried to ride a unicycle? Have you ever tried to ride one?
A unicycle? I ain't never even seen one, Earl. Not live.
I'm not gay, so I ain't never rode one.
Why the hell would I want to ride that?
I had one when I was a kid, and I tried. I never could ride that son of a bitch.
Well, then you're not gay neither. If you can get a unicycle and just hop on it and ride, you are a homosexual. Sorry.
Well, good. I'm glad I never could ride the damn
exactly.
thing.
Why couldn't you ride it, Earl? All you have to do is hop your butt up on there and balance
he's
yourself.
Not gay.
You would think.
You can ride a regular bicycle, can't you, Earl?
Yeah, but there's a huge difference. It is
one wheel.
And that's all it takes. And it makes a big difference because I spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to ride that.
You'd have been better off to get a guitar.
I'd have been better off with anything other than that damn unicycle.
Honestly, though, I would have loved to seen you try to ride it.
Oh, I'm sure it was hilarious.
I wish back then we had one of them things on the phone camera.
Oh, yeah.
We recorded your ass.
No, you wouldn't. No, you would have never thought about getting your phone out and recording it. You never do.
After
you go see all these wild ass things, you come back and tell all these wild stories, and I'm like, well, where's the video? Oh, I didn't think about getting my phone out. I believe you're making stuff up, what I'm thinking.
Did you ever wreck your unicycle and hurt yourself?
Oh, I'm sure I did. I don't remember.
So concussion.
Oh, I'm sure there's been numerous concussions and lacerations and bruises and bumps. Never any broken bones. I'm 64 years old and I've still never had a broken bone.
Oh, dang.
You sound like something. I ain't never had no broken bone.
Well, that's because you ain't never done nothing.
I fell off a tree one time.
We're going to put you on a damn unicycle and see how long that lasts.
I fell off a roof one time, Earl.
You did?
Yeah.
Was that back when you was in your roofing days?
It's a roof from your house, Earl.
Yeah, he fell off the roof.
Right straight across from over there.
Well, no, right straight across from my house was an empty lot. You're going to have to catty corner one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either Ralph Marcus's old house.
Yeah.
That was it.
Marcus, that's right.
Fell right off.
But it's not high. It ain't but 8-10 foot up there. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just a little single-story house.
So I didn't fall that far.
But you didn't break no bone, did you?
No, but the unicycle hit me on the way down.
I got one other question that I thought about this week, and it actually, when I saw it, I immediately thought, well, I got to ask y'all. And then I thought for about another hour, I sat there trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So at concerts now, they'll have one at the Super Bowl, I'm sure, which this is going to come out way past the Super Bowl, so congratulations to whoever won.
It wasn't us.
Yeah. But at concerts, they have people stand, like you got the stage, right? And then they have people, like a person standing down here, or maybe two, one on each side, that are doing sign language to the song. Yeah. I thought to myself, what in the hell are you even doing? Why are deaf people going to concerts? I'm not trying to be insensitive. They can go wherever they want to. But I thought, you're going to pay $100.
They can go wherever they want to as long as you can get a unicycle in there.
Yeah, but I thought, you're going to pay $100 for a concert ticket that you're never going to... You may have not even ever heard music, but you want to go see somebody jump around and, strum a guitar
that you can't hear.
and pretend like, oh, this is amazing. I don't think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, plus, I don't think that person over there doing that right there, telling you, how is he telling you what it's sounding like? Is that what he's telling you? What is he telling you?
The words, just the words to
See?
the songs.
See, I mean, you can read the words anywhere. Unless they're blind, then it makes it a little tougher. But
Well,
If you're blind and deaf and you go to a concert,
somebody done forced you there.
Yeah, you
that
wasted money.
might be some of that trafficking stuff.
they have, that brings me to my next point. They have Braille for blind people on the entrances to the movie theaters. And there again, I'm thinking, okay, this one makes a little more sense to me. You might want to go hear a really cool movie. Or you could get the audiobook. But then I thought, why do you have Braille here? Why are they coming here? They can. It's a free country. But are we just, this seems like my movie ticket shouldn't be $17
Should be half price.
you had to put Braille on all the shit. I don't want to pay for that. That's something that you idiots did.
What I'd do is, if I owned a movie theater, I'd say blind people get high price tickets. That's what I'd do.
Well, what's even more strange, and it doesn't happen to me near as much anymore because I don't do it anymore, but I used to drive to the bank once a week and get a few $100s to pay for my, and they got Braille on the drive-up teller machine.
Mm-hmm.
Now that ought to strike fear into
Into-
every person in the world's heart
Yeah.
that we are so thoughtful enough to facilitate blind people driving to the teller machine.
Drive up teller machine. Yeah, it's on there.
If you have to have Braille to operate the teller machine and you're driving a vehicle,
You ought not be.
we got serious issues.
How does that work? Because when you, if you're blind, can you hear or like smell better?
They say that your other senses are enhanced.
So it's like a superpower.
No,
Yeah, I don't know-
wait.
I don't know
You
if
mean
that's
if you're
a
born,
fact.
if you're born blind,
Sure.
your other sense. So if you got blind somehow,
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Somebody
think it works
poked your
that way.
eyes out.
Does the other senses kick in better?
They say so.
It could, yeah, I would imagine. So.
No
They
kidding?
say that over time, your other senses become.
Well, I'll tell you
More-
something, Earl.
I
Man,
thought-
your age, like right now, if you was to go blind, I don't think it's gonna work on you.
Well, I probably know.
You
I
ain't
probably don't
gonna
have
smell
enough
no
time.
better.
I'll
You don't
probably-
smell that good to start with. You
You're
ain't gonna
right. I don't
smell
have
no
enough
better.
time left.
You ain't gonna hear no better, 'cause you can't hear shit to start with, Earl.
Huh?
You can't see.
You're right.
ain't gonna be able to
It
see-
takes a. It takes a. I don't know how much time. Probably different for different people, but
It takes a lifetime. So
some of it does.
that brings us back to that the Lion King symbol up there when we go to where we go at Madagascar.
Yeah.
To see that colorful parrot. Blind people, they couldn't see that.
No.
Yeah. They,
They
could
could
hear
hear
it.
Yeah.
But they could hear it good. You think they can understand what it's saying, Earl?
Could be. They
Well,
got, they
you
got
said they're
sensitive.
blind. Yeah.
Oh,
They
no.
got
Now
extra sensitive hearing.
Now we're getting somewhere. What if, wait a minute. What if blind people could hear, they can hear. What if blind people could understand animals?
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They
And
might
then-
be able to.
And what if deaf people could see
Things
Animals.
we can't.
into
Animals.
the future? Yeah, or something.
That's all possible. We
Well,
just
why are
don't
they
know.
keeping these fucking secrets away from us?
We need to know some of this stuff, Earl. We could get back in black, I bet.
I know.
We'd
we
have
need
some
to-
ideas,
we
I
need
bet
to,
you.
We need to figure out a way to transpose those powers
Yeah.
to the
Well, listen,
multitudes.
Earl, I ain't blind, but I can talk to dogs. But cat don't listen with the shit. I can't talk to no cats.
Well, now anybody can talk to a dog.
My dog, listen, Earl, I'm gonna tell you something right now, okay?
Your dog understands.
My dog is way smarter than I am.
Well, that's it. That's not hard.
Listen, Earl, I'm
That's
telling
not
you
a high
something.
bar to
look,
pass.
Look. My dog knows about 25, almost 30 things I say. Okay? But I don't know a damn thing he says. I can't understand it. He barks at me, but plus, he's a Chinese pug, so I don't understand Chinese start with.
Well, there you go. There's
And
your
I don't
problem.
understand
There's
dog.
You got
So-
your language barrier. Being
But he
Chinese.
understands things I say. So
Maybe
like I
they're-
said, he's
sure
way
he does.
smarter.
Maybe they're smarter than we give them credit for.
Well, they are.
Just like blind and deaf people. Not that we don't. That sounded bad. Not that we don't give them credit, but we need, like you said, we need to figure out a way. Maybe we need to get a group of, not we, but somebody needs to get a whole group of them together and see, like,
Put him in a round room.
yeah, and form a new Justice League. Like blind Batman, deaf Superman. Blind, well, they already have one that's blind who has the stick, but he can beat your ass if he had to. You know what I'm saying?
Beat your ass.